What's up, you guys? It's been about a week or two since I did the last clip with the Lexus. So in today's video, I actually got a bunch of pieces for the 370. They're interior pieces. So check us out. I'll show you the reason why I kind of did this. Originally, whenever I was at GAT a few years ago, I was in the car, you know, just hanging out and doing whatever I do while I'm waiting to go on the show. And then I noticed my door card split like three or four different times. I don't know necessarily what caused that, but it was like, it's, oh God, it's white underneath it here, right? So what I ended up doing is I just took like a Sharpie at the time and kind of colored it in. Since then, I have had to order a new door card. The new door cards don't match up the exact same in the sense that stuff like this, like how my doors have the bows, the new door card that I got doesn't actually say that on there. Now, I didn't realize that when I bought it, but I guess I wasn't necessarily looking for that. I was more concerned about the top piece. But while I also had that out, I figure I could try and add a little bit more white to the interior. So I got some materials. I actually already did all the panels. So let me show you guys what I got working and I'll be right back. First off, we'll start with this. This is the material that I got. It was from Etsy. I'll put a link for it down in the bio below. But basically it's a foam backed kind of leather material, but this matches the floor pieces in the 370, but it has the black with the white stitching. I need to clean these things up, but you get the picture. So that will actually be replacing this panel that's suede here, as well as I'm also taking out these knee pad pieces here, and I'm gonna be wrapping both of those in the white material. I don't know how much I should say. I'm going to because I already did. So I figured rather than taking apart all my panels, having 2 weeks where the Z was torn apart, I decided it was better to just buy secondary panels for everything. I didn't want to ruin my suede ones on the door cards. So I figured I just opt out and just get a whole second set. So let me bring those inside and I will show you guys how those turned out. All right, I got them inside. So these are the new door panel pieces. So as I said in the other doors, I'm switching out the suede piece and then the knee pads as well. So both these turned out really nice. But whenever I get the door piece on, it should look just like this. I think this turned out really, really good. So originally I tried using this Super 77 3M multi-purpose adhesive. It was what I was recommended to do any kind of upholstery stuff. Whenever I was working with it, it did work. You know, I sprayed it on, I let it tack up, I put the material on, but it wasn't really tucking over the corners like I wanted it to. I don't know if it was because it's foam backed material or if I just didn't use it correctly. But what I ended up doing is actually super gluing all of the actual like turning points and everything where it all rounds over, and everything actually held really, really good. I was really worried that if I were to use this on the corners, even if I did get it to work, that as soon as it got hot outside, the adhesive would start backing off. I tried, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, you can see right here. I tried using some staples on this, but since it's plastic, it makes it really hard and makes it want to crack if you actually get a staple through it. So I didn't really want to risk trying that all over the pieces. Obviously, you can't really do that with plastic. But I think for first try, they turned out really, really good. If you guys want to see how I did that, I can do another video. I plan on doing my trunk setup with that. And then there's these little circled trim pieces that go in the back seat, or I guess behind the seats in the 370. So I thought those would look really good if I did those in the same material as this. But give me a few minutes. I got to start taking apart the 370. As soon as I get that done, I will show you guys what it looks like all torn apart. So I'll be right back. All right, I just got in the car. There was a little trim piece cover that went right there. I popped that off. There's a trim piece that went down there. Pop that off. It'll reveal 3 10mm sockets. I think they're 10 mils, don't hold me to that. But I'm gonna take those off, and I believe that should take off the door. I'm not 100% sure. Give me a minute, I'll figure it out. Well, as you can see, door's off. Oh, Jesus, falling over. So next thing is to take this off, They'll just pop right out of here. Oh God, where am I going? They'll just pop right out of here, and then there's a plug down here that plugs into the bottom of the door switches. So we'll get both those off, and then we should be able to just take the door card right off. Got it. So that's one side done. I got it sitting over there. I'm just gonna do one side at a time because this is the side that I really need to focus on. So as I go over here, I need to take these off so that I can get this trim piece out of here. And then whenever I swap these doors together, I am actually going to be trying to take this apart. So the 370 door actually separates into two sections. You can see where this foam padding goes over here. So if you unbolt all of these, it should separate other than the fact of these plastic tabs here. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna need to break those off. They look like they just came through and then just got melted back on to fully seat it. So I'm kind of hoping that the screws hold it together once I get that door panel kind of pieced back together. What I might do is, worst case, I can just put a little bit of plastic on top of those and try and get those to seat like how they did before. The main reason that I'm doing that is right here on the speaker on this door versus this door has that little Bose plaque. So I'm really trying to retain that whenever I swap the new doors together. So I'm going to be taking off the bottom of one door and then the top of the other door and kind of mixing them together and then putting on the new white door panels at the exact same time. I'm gonna get to doing that and I will have a finished product for you guys here in a few minutes. I just got it in the car. This looks so nice. Check this out. So as you can see, we got the top panel switched out. We kept the Bose on the bottom. We were able to get the door switched out. This turned out really, really good. I got it a little dirty when I was working on it, but got everything popped back in. Didn't really have any problems. I'm gonna get to the other side right now. I'm not gonna show you guys the other side just because I don't really feel there's a need to. You guys are gonna see the exact same thing I did again, other than taking the doors apart. All I need to do on that one is just put in that center trim piece, and then that one will be good and we can get moving on to the knee pads. So I'll be right back. Give me a few minutes and I'll knock that out. All right, I'm back. Let's check this out. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I've tried to holler at like 5 or 6 people to come and hang out because I am bored as a mother hanging out in here by myself. But check us out, I made progress. All right, so we got the passenger side in. I think it looks great. As you can see, there's all the edges are tucked pretty good. There's no real problems or anything. The only things that I really ran into trouble with is getting these to actually seat back down. Whenever I was going to put those back in, it's obviously, since I put padding on top of what was there before, it's not going to give me as good of a seat on it. I did the best that I could. I'm pretty sure I got them to snap into place. They don't seem like they want to move at all. I'm thinking that we're going to be good. I'm going to move on to the knee pads now. We'll see how that goes. I need to look up a YouTube video. I have no idea how to take those out. So give me a few minutes. I'll be back and I will start getting those pulled out the car. All right, getting back into the 370. I know the lighting's not great in here. The car's 100% dead, so I couldn't give you lights if I wanted to. So to take all this apart and get these pieces off, what you're gonna do, this is super simple. So pop this up. We're just gonna turn that and get that kind of out of the way so that we have access to these 2 bolts back here. So there was one, I already took that one off. And then this one back here You can see them on this side. That one right there. And then, oh God, it's not gonna focus. But yeah, so there's this one and then that one back there. I'm gonna take those out, pop these off, throw the new ones on. I will show you guys what it looks like when I get done. All right, I just got the knee pads in. They look fantastic. Let's see if I can make this a cool little edit real quick. Check this out. These turned out really nice. All right, well, I hope you guys like the new mods as much as I do. For being a low budget thing that you can do on your own, I didn't take this to a shop or anything. I'll break it down real quick. So I spent I think it was like 70 bucks on 2 new knee pads. I spent like 130 on the door, but I needed the whole door. So from what I was looking at online, you should be able to get 2 of the middle trim pieces for the door for like 130 bucks, something like that. If you want to do your own panels, that's perfectly fine. I just wanted to keep my suede panels and the separate knee pads. I wanted to make today an easier video and just be able to come here, throw everything in the car, and then just do it all a lot faster. That being said, you guys can do this on your own time. The materials aren't that cheap. Fabric was, I think it was like 120 bucks, and I got way more than I needed. So I highly recommend you guys take a little initiative and do something yourselves that's DIY that can't be sold on the market. So it'll make it feel a lot more gratifying when you get it done to your car. But with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Next week, 2 weeks from now, we got some new carbon fiber parts coming for the Z. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what I should do next. See you guys next time.
Got a brand new bitch, and some brand new friends. Got a brand new bag, ho, and some brand new bands.